Okay, guys, here we go again. I got to talk about these plot leaks that came out for Spider-Man Brand New Day. Stay with me. It's going to get good. And take notes. This is from Reddit, and then it was transferred over and dropped on Twitter. So take it with a grain of salt or take it as a rumor. I'm not here to spoil things, but we need to know this stuff so we can pick up the pieces. Okay, guys? This is what I do. All right, let's get into it. Okay, I'm not too sure how reliable this account is, but here's what they said. The first plot leak for Spider-Man Brand New Day. Some Avengers members are rumored to make an appearance, and the main villain is not what we previously thought. As always, still consider this a rumor. It needs to be confirmed over time, and the story may change. Sam Wilson and Shang-Chi will play an important role in a trial scene involving Bruce Banner. It looks like the movie will show Sam slowly starting to assemble the Avengers team. We already got the first hint that Sam was starting to assemble the new Avengers team in Thunderbolts, especially with the rumor that Sam was suing Bucky for copyright infringement or something like that. This scene will be in the movie as the first steps towards Avengers Doomsday, said that twice. In one scene of the movie, Sam wants to recruit Spider-Man on his team. However, due to the influence of Doctor Strange's spell in No Way Home, Sam doesn't know that Peter Parker is Spider-Man. He just sees him as a masked man acting as a lone hero. Peter rejects Sam's offer, not because he doesn't care, but because he feels that his job now is to protect his neighborhood, not to take their part in big events. He doesn't want to be part of the big story anymore. He wants to devote himself to fully becoming Spider-Man, rebuilding his identity, and protecting the city he loves, New York. The movie will focus on Peter living fully as Spider-Man, even putting his Peter Parker identity on the back burner. Still, Peter says that if Sam ever really needs his help, he will come to his aid. Surprise guest and the beginning of chaos. The appearance of Sam and Shang-Chi will be a small scene, not a big part of the movie. It's a scene about Bruce Banner being transported to a prison in the middle of the sea, most likely called The Raft. In this scene, Sam, Shang-Chi, and Peter have a short dialogue, and this is the beginning of the movie. And this meeting connects to a bigger conflict, Spider-Man versus Hulk, in Act 1 of the movie. There's a fast-paced action shootout. So, why is the Hulk out of control? That's the interesting part. It's because of an evil organization headed by Mr. Negative. Mr. Negative corrupts Bruce Banner's brain with negative and positive energy, destroying Hulk and Banner's harmony and causing him to have extreme emotional outbursts and spiral out of control. While the presence of Sam and Shang-Chi indicate that the new Avengers are on the move, the movie still remains grounded. It focuses on Peter's personal conflict. The big universe building and Peter's coming-of-age story are presented in balance. Peter's completely changed. It is rumored that Peter will go to college, work, and continue to be Spider-Man at the same time. The main theme is how he builds his life from scratch. Sources say that MJ and Ned will also appear briefly, possibly in a flashback scene. They are now in college and absent from Peter's life. Peter sees them on the streets and doesn't even say hello. His life has changed completely and he has accepted it. So the movie is very personal, intimate, and full of inner something. And well, guess what? We're getting onto the good stuff because it's about to lead into Avengers Doomsday. The little breadcrumbs that we're going to pick up when the movie comes out, but what I'm picking up beforehand too. Aside from a couple of brief scenes in the movie that tie into the Avengers storyline, Peter's role in the multiverse conflict is still very important. The movie is like a foundation that emotionally prepares Peter before he returns to the big story. There is also rumored to be a scene where Spider-Man and the Punisher fight over a mysterious truck. This will be a big action scene at the beginning or in the middle of the movie. We'll see Peter dealing with enemies he's not used to. The movie is likely to be inspired by the animated Spider-Man series, which is action-packed, fast-paced, and with an emotional narrative. The person said he doesn't know the source owner. Contact me. Okay, so let's break some things down. Yeah, we know the Hulk is going to be in there and he's supposed to return to his savage form, so that would make sense. And if they're having that big action scene, why not throw the Hulk in there and use the Punisher to fight him or something, right? And yes, that is true. We do have the tank because that right now, currently of posting this video, they're filming it. They just dropped it or whatever, early morning and all that stuff. So it's probably for Mr. Negative's gang or it's for the Punisher. We don't really know. And with Destin Daniel Cretton directing the film, yeah, Shang-Chi most likely will appear in there. And I can see Sam Wilson appearing to try to help, bring these heroes together who he thinks is important. And can you guys imagine Shang-Chi teaching Spider-Man how to whoop some ass? You know what I'm saying? A little bit of Kamehameha! And also it says that they're going to return to the Raft, which would also be a good callback and connect to things because we have Red Hulk in there, Zemo, and a whole bunch of other villains, okay? And we also have to see what the leader was talking about when he was talking about the others, because we don't actually know who the others are. And another thing I want to remind you guys about is remember that post-credit scene, how we have the symbiote in the MCU? The symbiote will play a role in Secret Wars going forward, okay? So they're planting the seeds, they're having Peter Parker deal with these emotional turmoils and everything, and most likely at the end of it, we're gonna see like a post-credit scene where he fully adopts the whole Black Spider-Man symbiote side of things. I promise you. And Peter Parker is the anchor being, or one of them, in the 616 universe. I'm pretty damn sure, okay? And as a callback, I'm pretty sure Marvel would do this because way back when Secret Wars first premiered, if you know your comic lore, then you know that that's where the symbiote first popped up, in Secret Wars, and that's how Spider-Man got him, and then they played a story all from there, and then it became canon to the MCU and the canonical thing of things, and then Spider-Man, you know, had to become the black suit Spider-Man in almost every iteration of him, so it's part of his canon and it's part of his story, okay? All right, that was a lot, I know, and take that with a grain of salt because it is a big rumor. I think most of it is true because a lot of the information that they're saying there, I've even reported it and said it myself. But stay with me, guys. We got a lot of things coming, a lot of things to talk about with Avengers Doomsday going down the line, with their filming and all that stuff. And Spider-Man will play a role because I believe he is one of the anchor beings, because he was the first person, or one of the first people, to actually open up the multiverse and expose it to our reality, causing all these problems. So remember that. But stay with me, guys. We'll go over the multiverse, Avengers Doomsday, and everything else that comes in the next video because it's getting pretty crazy.